Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 ways with which you can track events and conversions in your latest Google Analytics 4 account. Now, if you don't know what GA4 is, it's basically the latest version of their analytics tool, and everyone is supposed to be migrating their account from Universal Analytics to GA4. And today I'm going to show you like how you can track events and conversions. So the first way to track a conversion is to convert an event and mark it as a conversion. I know it sounds confusing, but I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. All right, so in your reporting, or sorry, in your admin section, you need to go to your events area, and as you can see, I have a bunch of events that I'm tracking. An event is basically, how many people are clicking on your call to action button. If you have a custom event that you have set up through your Google Tag Manager, it will show up over here. And I'm going to quickly show you like how to do that. But let's see. I'm going to open it up in a new tab. Give me just 1 second. All right. So this is my Tag Manager. And what I have done is I have a custom tag called as, what is that? It should be a generate lead contact. Yeah, GA4 contact us event. So basically what I'm doing is I'm tracking an event called as, generate leads. Basically how many people are visiting my website and filling out a form. That's basically what I'm doing over here with my tag manager, which is connected to a GA4 event. So it's basically, you need to go to your tag manager, create a new tag and select GA4 event. And then I'm choosing my base tag, the configuration tag, as my GA4, right? And I'm giving it an event name called as generate underscore lead, right? And then what I'm doing is I'm setting some custom event parameters. Basically what I'm saying is I'm passing on the page URL, I'm passing an event value, and an event currency as USD. And what I'm doing is I want this event to fire every time when someone fills out my form and visits the thank you page. So then what I've done is the triggering action is a page view. That's the trigger type, and it will only fire when the page URL contains /thank you contact us, if that makes sense, right? So that's my custom event, and I'm calling it as generate underscore lead. Once you do that, right, what will happen is, let me show you in real time what does that mean. So as you can see, I'm visiting the homepage of my website, and if I go back, it's gonna quickly say connected, right? And then as you can see, the contact us event has not fired, which makes sense. I'm on the home page. Now I'm going to go to the thank you page. So it was something like, I think it was thank you contact us or something like that. Hit enter, and as you can see, I'm going to the thank you page, right? So I'm going to go back over here, and as you can see, the GA4 contact us event was fired. All right, so if I go back to my Google Analytics 4 account, and if I go to real time and look at that, the generate underscore lead event has been fired. The other way to check it is through the debug option over here. So I go to the debug view. As you can see, the generate lead event was fired. All right, so to convert this into a conversion, you need to go back to the events, and after 24 hours you will see this generate underscore lead over here. All you have to do is mark as conversion, and that's it. Once you do that, you can then go back to reports, engagement, conversions, And this is where you will see the generate underscore lead conversion. From here you can like track like how many conversions you're having, total users, and do all kind of analysis. So I hope that's clear in terms of how you can set up conversion from the events that you have already set up. The next quick way I'm going to show you how to track conversions in GA4 is go back to your admin and then click on events. And then what you can do is you can create an event directly from this place. So as you can see, you can click on create. I'm going to name this as, let's say, setup appointment. You can name it whatever you want, right? And then I'm going to say event parameter. Let's see. Let's say page view is one of the values, I believe. So you can do this kind of logic where, let's say they visited your Calendly link or something like that. You can then set up an event through this section. There is also something called as page view, I believe. I think it's GA4 page view value. Yeah. So they have a bunch of options. I think event value is, yeah, look at this. So you can pass on these event parameters, page underscore URL, event value, and event currency. So there's a bunch of like options in there, but basically what I'm trying to show you is you can have like bunch of event parameters. Let me search for GA4 event parameters. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so as you can see, these are all the event parameters that you can pass. Item name, if you have an e-commerce, there's a bunch of different things, you know. So currency value, items, there's a lot going on in here. So you can do all kinds of, there's also called generate underscore lead. So that's something you can do. If you have like purchase, you can pass on these event parameters. If you have sign up, you have this options. So depending upon the type of event, really there's a bunch of things that you can pass. So let's imagine that you have completed adding an event from this section. Then the process remains the same. When you go back to your events, it will show up in this list, and then you just have to mark it as conversion. Now, the final way to create a conversion and track it in GA4 is through your audiences section. Now I know that's pretty new, right? So if you go to your admin section, click on audiences, click on new, and I'm going to create a new custom audience. And basically I'm going to say people who have let's see. If there was an event, let's say for example, if there was an in-app purchase, and let's say somebody purchased more than 10 times, for example, I'm just making it up, right? Now you come up with like different options, or you can, or let's say for my blog, let's say I'm going to say the session source is from organic, average, or let's see engagement, or what's the time spent on page, what was the other one? There are a bunch of things, like for example, let's say like the page URL, page title and screen class is, let's say my /thank you page. I'm just making it up, right? Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create an audience out of all the people who filled out the form, right? And let's say you come up with an audience. Then what you can do is you can then say that, okay, mark them as a specific event. To do that, you click on this audience trigger and you can name it as a specific event. So basically what you're saying is you create an audience and then you then mark it as an event. That's basically how you can create your conversion in GA4. It's an interesting option. I don't know what the actual use case will be like in real world. I mean, let's say for example, if someone bought like 5 times from your e-commerce store, then you can mark it as an event by calling them as high spenders, for example, or premium customers, something like that. Let's say they let's say you know the audience that you create is about engagement, so then you can create like, hey, they need to the session count. I think there is one something called a session count. Let's see, session yeah session start, and then you can say event count, for example, is greater than 2 times. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I just made it up. So basically I'm saying is, okay, I want to create an audience out of people who have initiated a session more than 2 times, right? And then I'm going to say, okay, mark that as an event and call it as highly engaged users, right? And then you can mark that as a conversion. So that's how you can come up with like multiple options, but this is a fantastic way to mark your audience as an event after they have taken specific action on your website. And then the process remains the same. So you go back and it will show up in your event list and you just mark it as conversion. And then you go back into your reporting section, engagement, conversion, and this is where you analyze everything. So that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of tracking conversions in your GA4 account. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.